So right now we are in Omaha, Nebraska. We are with federal agencies as they go in, and they're actually doing a targeted enforcement operation here at Glen Valley Foods, where several individuals are there working illegally. There are about 70 officers and agents on scene right now. They're about to go in to this facility right now, and we are the only network on scene.
Okay, make sure you escort them all the way out to the vehicle.
There's some in here, there's some in there.
Yeah, this, I think there's like, oh, yeah, there's like a huge.
We're not starting a bathroom break. Wait just a minute.
Getting sharp. Okay. No knives.
Okay. Oh, you don't have the ear on.
We're going to take him to that center room. Yep, just a second. Let me get some information, then we'll walk you to your shoes, okay? Let's just use this room right here. It's a little bit less cluttered. Right here.
You coming in?
Get down! Hey! One in the corner of the cops come in.
Señora!
¡Vista, ven aquí ahora! ¡Policía! Now!
Vámonos!
Come back, come back.
Venga aquí!
Ven aquí, señor.
Oh, señora.
They're all the way up from the top. On top.
Okay.
They're doing fine. Okay, yeah, it's fine. That's what they, if they felt me touching their hands.
Right.
Embarazada.
Puedes apretarle las manos a él.
I can bring it down.
I gotta sneak by boss. I'm sorry.
Silver accident coming out. Okay, that's all. Be aware that from the
tool is just to double check, because then we can say we did.
Someone want to take him?
Hey, send him out this way. See you today. Hey, Justin, where am I taking him?
Said Lorenzo.
She's working under?
He doesn't want to talk.
I mean, that's fine.
She says she's not. Where we have to do it all at the station probably.
¿Cuántos niños?
Trabajando.
¿Dónde?
Uno en Guanajuato.
Nunca arrestado.
¿Dónde está la de 6 años?
We have to take them out handcuffed, right? Since they're legal.
Yeah. ¿Cuáles? ¿Los 3 o solo uno?
Go.
El 19 en la ciudad. El de 16. Entonces tienen que nada más 2 son ciudadanos. Ok. Ajá. ¿Y cuál es el que la niña en la ciudad? So I guess the 6-year-old. ¿De dónde nació la de 6?
Conmigo.
She was born in Mexico.
Okay.
Hey, who's the scissor lift operator?
Yes.
Scissor lift. Come back over here. We can find the guy.
More, or is that it?
Make us a couple more.
I guess there's
It's yours, bud.
All right, nothing. We already took pictures there. Okay, pause it.
Ahorita mismo está con nosotros, ¿ok? Porque está aquí en los Estados Come on. Come on behind me, Carl. Mail, I'm coming on board.
I'm right behind you.
Right behind you. You got smaller? No, I just need smaller.
One second.
That's 9 or 10. Jeez, I lost it. I don't know. Yeah, that's better. I lost it.
You want female here?
Huh?
Female?
I think so. Hold on. If that's 9, we'll just take her. She's injured. Let's take her over there.
I just, you're missing a seat in this van. I thought we had more room. Hey, Kaylin, she's injured. We'll take those guys. Okay.
Can we put her in front? Yep, I got it. ¿Dónde nació?
En México.
¿Tienes documentos de inmigración?
Sí, pero está en mi casa.
¿Tienes niños?
No.
Gracias. Venga conmigo, por favor. Hazme.
In the state of Nebraska, we're obviously here in southern Omaha, where there was a targeted enforcement operation. I don't know if you call it a raid or not, but I'm going to go with targeted enforcement operation.
Correct. We don't use the term raid. Raid is a military term. We typically work with the United States Attorney and other prosecutors to go ahead and conduct judicial operations backed by a judicial warrant.
So was that what happened here today? Was a warrant executed? Walk me through the process here, Elric, of what happened.
So we did execute a civil search warrant here at this location for personnel from Glen Valley Foods that were using fake IDs, fraudulent IDs, or some type of combination of IDs that weren't real.
And now, were they not real, or were they potentially other individuals' identities? So they were real, but they just weren't theirs.
Correct. Right now it seems that there was a mixture of those, but we'll know more as the investigation progresses.
And how many people did we have that were flagged, that were potentially using these fraudulent documents?
Approximately 107.
107. And how many did you guys actually apprehend today?
It is still ongoing, but we're up there. We're in the hundreds right now.
In the hundreds.
Yes.
So would you say this is the biggest workplace enforcement operation that HSI has seen, that the DHS community has seen since Trump took office?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
in the state of Nebraska, I'm sorry.
In the state of Nebraska.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Do your
Okay, sorry.
point. Yep.
Sorry.
So would you say this is the biggest enforcement operation that DHS has been a part of since Trump was?
Yes, for the state of Nebraska.
And what does it mean to you to be leading the charge kind of in the state of Nebraska and having this in your own backyard and having hundreds, over 100 people who are working for a gentleman who apparently did everything by the book?
Correct. He is a victim at the end of the day, and together with our state, federal, and local partners, we've been able to make a difference, work with that company, teach them how to do this process better, safer. We will be here to conduct follow-on training to make sure they follow it and know what to look for in the future with fake IDs or real IDs that are stolen identities.
So you are going to have some kind of follow-up conversation information
Absolutely.
shared with Glen Valley Foods in order to get them on the right path. He did think he was on the right path,
Correct.
It sounds like, but he didn't even ask me, what do I do? I thought I did everything right. What could he have done anything? I know you're not necessarily the legal analyst or anything, but could he have done anything else? He did E-Verify, according to him.
Well, as I reminded him today, when there's any doubt, reach out to your local Department of Homeland Security contacts, and that's what I promised him. This is not a one-time thing. This is an ongoing process that will continue from here on out, and I will be back in several weeks to confirm that he's okay and he got everything he received from the department.
These individuals, are they living here? Are they temporary, right? Like, what is their... Is it a mix of people? Have they been here for a long time? Are these people that just crossed the border a year ago? Do you know?
It seems to be a mix of people, but I don't know right now as the investigation is ongoing. I provide information later.
Awesome. Okay. And Daniel, anything for Ellen?
Well, any specific, there were that specific that was up there. What was the challenge of this?
Oh, the challenge of this operation and these apprehensions. Obviously, we had freezers we were dealing with. We had rafters. We had people literally in the walls hiding. Can you kind of explain some of those challenges to us?
With any search warrant, the biggest concern is safety. And with a location of this size, the best plan for that is preparation and an overwhelming number of support from our federal, state, and local partners, as you saw today. With this location, there was plenty of places for folks to hide, so that slowed down our operation. But as of right now, I can report there's been no safety issues and everything is proceeding as planned.
Yeah, we did see EMT show up and respond and help these individuals. Tell me what that feels like in the human sense, where yes, you have to conduct an operation. You have law and order you have to abide by, but there's still a very human factor. And I saw that on display today. Talk a little bit about that and the priority there.
So everyone here is still a human. We still have to take care of them. There were folks hiding in the freezers that could have been hurt through hypothermia or different temperature challenges. So at the end of the day, everybody has to get taken care of, whether you're a criminal, victim, or a witness.
We saw that on display, so thank you, sir, for
Yes, ma'am.
for being human and for doing your due diligence there.
One more
Anything
time,
else?
your name, your title, please.
Elric Serdan, and I'm the Assistant Special Agent in charge for Homeland Security Investigations in Nebraska.
And first and last spelled again, please.
ELHRICK and CERDAN.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
NewsNation.
Very pleased to meet you, ma'am.
What is your name, sir?
Gary Roller.
Gary Roar. It's very nice to meet you. I'm sorry for the circumstances. That's my card. I work with NewsNation. This is my photographer, Daniel.
I see.
Obviously, today has been kind of a...
You're not with Homeland then?
I am not. I'm press.
Yeah,
I'm with
I see that.
NewsNation, so we're journalists here.
What's that mean?
It's a wonderful network that tries to stay as neutral as possible. I've been covering the southern border for 4 years, so the immigration issue is one that
Is this a national company then?
It is. It is a cable news network that we work for, and we try our very best to just be as neutral and honest about the problems that we see.
I
So
see.
that's why we're here, is it's kind of full circle, right? I've been watching people cross the border for 4 years, and now we're seeing people here illegally being arrested. Obviously, a lot of these individuals, you were under kind of the impression, from what I understand, they had documentation to work for you, and you thought they were working legally.
Well,
Is that
why
correct?
would we not? We e-verify. So what are we supposed to do? Can you tell me? I'd like to know.
I mean, do they just provide their documents like they would any person coming in to work for you, right? And then you do the normal situation and nothing, no red flags, no nothing. They were just normal people, and then all of a sudden you find out
Precisely.
they're using American citizens' identities.
Right.
How did it feel when you learned that they were using other people's
I
identities?
could not believe it. I was dumbfounded.
Yeah.
These are good, hard-working people. They really, truly are, and they're part of our family.
So what?
They get free pop, they get free ice cream, they get free donuts every Friday, they get pizza. We love them. They're great people. It makes me so sad. They have families.
Does it make you sad that they committed a crime, or does it make you sad they're being removed?
It makes me sad that I don't understand why in the hell they would use false ID when they can, I think, get a visa. Now, maybe if they have a criminal background, they can't get a visa, but I don't know that. And I just assumed that they were all good people. Had no reason to think not.
So where do you go from here, Gary? What's
Well,
next for
I
you?
understand there's a program. We can work with Homeland Security and we can get visas from them along with a list of employees that we can interview, and the ones that we want, we give them a visa, and it's squeaky clean. Because Homeland signs off on it, from what I understand. And I didn't know that until now. And isn't that kind of sad?
Like, you think that should be more of an open conversation,
Well,
or a public thing, of that you can have that access?
That would have eliminated today.
If you had known that there was a route you could have taken to get workers who can actually apply for a visa or qualify.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So where?
Exactly right.
So is your frustration more with the individuals or more with the federal government right now doing what they're
I
doing?
think the federal government, because why didn't we know about this program?
Okay.
Can you tell
So
me?
it's more the withholding of, like, hey, you have access to all these individuals that want jobs, but you didn't even know that, and instead
Precisely.
you ended up with individuals
Precisely.
using false identities.
Precisely.
Okay.
So why wasn't, I mean, that's terrible. Why weren't we notified?
Well, maybe this story will allow that to be a little bit more of an open dialogue. You know, maybe more individuals will learn from your
what you went through, because you're not the only one. You can't be the only one, right? That's the other thing. Your business cannot be the only one going through
I'm
this.
told this morning that we have been the only company that e-verifies, according to one of the agents. He said his experience has been the employers are part of the problem.
That's what we were
That
under
they
the
don't-
impression of
they
too when
don't
we first got
e-verify.
here. Yeah, and then we learned that you did do your due diligence.
Yes, and then we found out that that doesn't make any difference if
Now-
you e-verify or not.
Now, because you took all of the processes and all of the right steps, are you facing any backlash, any penalties, anything like that? Or are you're obviously
Well,
working
the
with the federal
penalty
government?
we might be facing is not being able to hire people. What do you think these kids are gonna do? When this hits the media, they're gonna be scared to death, even if they're legit or not, I think.
Well, maybe they won't be. Maybe if they're legitimate, maybe
Well,
maybe we can pray for that. But
maybe
I understand your concern.
maybe means maybe. Maybe means you don't know. And we have customers that are counting on us
So how do
to
you
get
continue?
our product out to them.
So how do you do it, Gary? I mean, we're looking at around 100 people,
Well,
right?
that's why we're concerned.
Because you have 600 employees, give or take. Is that
No,
about
we
right?
don't have that many.
How
We've
many?
got about 150 all total, I think.
And so about 100 of
Salesmen,
them are
processing,
potentially not working here legally?
97, I guess.
Okay,
So
so
that's
there's
a good
about,
percentage.
that's a majority.
Well, all of them make the product, right? They're not salespeople, they make the product. And if we don't have product, we can't sell it, obviously.
So you've got to basically restock your whole workforce at this
Well,
point.
it doesn't look, it doesn't look that good right now, so.
Well, it sounds
That's
like with
why,
your,
that's why we want to check into that program with Homeland.
I'm praying that that works out for you, Gary. I hope
Well,
that that
I-
opens a door for you and then you have some peace of mind.
I'm told that it's a very good program.
Okay. Well, you keep me posted on that and where you're at with that. Maybe we can do a follow-up with you
Well, I
and
think
and
that,
come
I
back.
think that'd be nice.
I would love to do that with
Yep.
you and talk
Yep.
more with you. Obviously, we're going to be talking about how you did your due diligence, and you really did think that these people were working for you.
Oh, there's no
legally.
doubt about it.
So we are going to share that, and we'll be behind you on this one, sir.
Okay.
And then please, as things move forward, you have my card, you have my information.
You
Please
bet.
reach out, and we'll be praying for you and your company. And I mean, you guys are the American dream, right? But
Well, we like to
unfortunately,
think so.
you guys need to have people that are, as you know, working here, and you want them working here legally. It's not like you wanted to hide anything,
No.
and you do care about them. They are people.
They're part of our family.
Yeah.
And you know what family means.
Did you ever
That's
turn?
what
Did
makes-
you turn
that's
a blind
what
eye?
makes
Did you
us
ever know
successful.
about it? Did
Pardon?
you know about any of it? And because they're a family, you didn't want to address it?
Ma'am, we did everything we could by doing what we were told to do. E-verify.
And they all checked out. So,
You better believe it.
all right, Gary.
Everyone.
Okay, well, I expect to hear from you soon then,
Okay.
when we're getting new employees for you and when Homeland is working with
Yeah,
you.
we're gonna-
and we can learn how that program works.
We're going to check into that first thing in the morning.
All right.
You bet, Ally.
I appreciate
Well, thank
it,
you
Gary.
so very much.
Hey, so we just got off of our flight from Nebraska, where we were embedded with ICE, where they conducted the largest workplace enforcement operation in Nebraska under President Trump. More than 70 individuals were arrested who ICE says are here illegally. They were actually using identities from U.S. citizens. So now we're at the airport. We're about to hop on a plane. We're heading to Los Angeles because the issues, the unrest persists there. There are conversations about more protests planned for tonight and into the weekend. There are conversations about more troops being sent, more resources being sent. So we're going to go boots on the ground, figure out exactly what's happening, see firsthand what law enforcement are dealing with, what the protesters are dealing with, and bring that to you as well.
Driver, let me see your hands. Put your hands up. Don't move.
Bad guys in real life, they could slam on the brakes, they could accelerate, they could pull off one way or the other.
It's important to hold the criminal accountable.
I've seen the differences that different presidents can have on the border. That affected me personally.
It's bad business for us when we let people go.
All right, quarter turn of gas. Boom. Nice. Keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, good job. We got one down, all right?
You gotta have fun.
That was wild. What a wild experience. We are about to get behind the wheel in one of these Border Patrol vehicles where we're going to be conducting and part of pit maneuver. So this was a policy that essentially went away under the Biden administration. Now it's back. They're going to be using this movement in their pursuits and in their issues when it comes to human smuggling and drug smuggling as well. So what can I expect to see or experience here?
All right, so main thing we talk to the students is just get comfortable, right? There's gonna be some initial contact. Right? You can see the cars, they're built for contact, but light contact, not intentional, not hard contact. We want the kids to get comfortable because if they do get hard contact, the airbags might engage, right? We might end up off to the side of the road, sideways, right?
Okay.
So just keep that in mind, keep the students comfortable. We talk about the 5 steps to the pit, right? The number 1 step to the pit is matching the speed. You got to match the speed of the bad guy. You match the speed, then you make that smooth initial contact. Once you match the speed, smooth initial contact, then you do the quarter turn, right? Which starts breaking the traction of the bad guy vehicle. And then once you make that smooth initial contact, you accelerate because now you're pushing another vehicle. If you don't accelerate, you're going to slow down and you're going to slide off and you're going to miss that pit. Once you accelerate, then you brake because you're going to accelerate. The vehicle's going to end up like this, kind of like a sideways. And then once you brake, he's going to slide off. The brake is what we call the release. Once you pump the brake, the bad guy vehicle is going to slide off one way or the other depending on what side of pit you do. If you do driver's side pit or passenger side pit, that determines what side that vehicle is going to go on. So the main thing we do is we just talk to the students. We let them know, look at the vehicles, get comfortable. There's going to be some bumping and grinding. There's going to be some minor contact. And we tell them this is adult bumper cars with rules, right? Everybody loved the bumper cars when we were younger. Now as an adult, guess what? You get to do adult bumper cars with some rules that we got to follow so nobody gets hurt. The instructors don't end up at the chiropractor this weekend or in the emergency room, right? So we just handle those rules, get them comfortable so that they're nice and comfortable in there. And then the instructors out here, the best of the best, that's why they're here. We'll get them in the car and gradually build them up to where they can do the pit. And that's what you're going to experience today. We're going to get you in there, gradually build you up on how we do the trainings, and then we'll get you to do a pit, and we'll see how it goes from there. All right, so we teach the students get close, top of the hood, bottom letters of the license plate. That's where we want to be, and we're here. All right, so we stay tight, get comfortable, right? And we build the students up to this point, so they get comfortable driving close to each other.
Now, how long do you do that training?
Right,
I mean, do they do?
Gradually, right here.
Whoa!
Did you feel any jerking on us?
No, but whoa!
So it's nice and smooth, right? Like I was telling you, people think that they see
it happens really fast though.
And everybody's jerking. If you do it right, you follow the 5 steps, it's nice and smooth.
So how many days, will a student be in a vehicle just matching the speed, doing the license, doing that, or is it like day 1 you're pitting?
No, day 1 they start with the Rubik's Cube and the serpentine, and all that is they're just driving nice and tight with each other, right? And we'll go throughout the course. It's 6 vehicles.
Oh, wow.
They're getting used to. We build them up. This is actually day 2.
Okay.
So day 1 is just Rubik's Cube. We'll have 6 vehicles, and they're driving throughout the course in a formation of 6. And they'll get used to driving close. Then we'll do the serpentine, which will line up all the 6 vehicles. We'll leave 1 to 1.5 vehicle spacing between each, and then they'll just come in. They'll match the speed, weave across, go to the next vehicle, match the speed, which is what they're doing here. And then here's where we start adding the other steps, the steps 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
And here we go. Now we'll do the driver's side. So same thing, he takes out the top of the hood, bottom letters of the license plate. 2 slides over, we come over, match the speed. See how everything slows down once you match the speed? Gradually come in for that smooth initial contact. Gas. And nice and smooth, nobody's jerking. This is the spot where you need to be at. On the other side, the gas cap is right here. So what the student is aiming at, we tell him to aim at the gas cap. We don't want to go any further up than that because this is the area that we're aiming at. Any further up, you're going to be hitting the tire. In real life, this bar's not here, so you're going to be hitting the tire. That creates a whole different problem. Tires will pop, maybe vehicle climb up your vehicle, more problems. If you give it here, this is the cushion, bumper to bumper, rear end, rear fender, right? So this is the sweet spot that we always want to hit. So on that side, you'll see it's the gas cap. Here we tell the students, find yourself an imaginary line. I'm going to have you get in the car now like we do the students. Find yourself an imaginary line of where you see there. Take a mental picture of what you see in relation with the hood of this vehicle right here, right here. Find a mental picture, and that's where you want to aim at every time. And that's what we tell the students, and then we let the students get in the vehicle, which I'm going to do right now. Get right on his bumper. We want to start off right on his bumper.
Okay, are we hitting reds and blues?
Here we go. So right here, as soon as I hit the red and blues, boom. All right, get on him and stay on him. He's going to gradually pick up the speed. Stay on him, stay on him, stay on him, stay on him. Closer, top of the hood, bottom letters of the license plate. Get up there, get up there, get up there. Closer, 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 closer. Now he's gonna gradually slide over, come over, do your work. Get up there, gradually, gradually. Smooth, 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 come into him. All right, quarter turn and gas, boom. Nice, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, good job. We got one down, right? All right, now we go over there, do turn 5.
Oh my gosh.
Not bad, huh?
The vehicle.
Not bad, keep going, keep going, keep
Holy
going.
mackerel. Wait, what? It was like I was a boss. I didn't even think about that.
And how was it? How was it?
Fantastic.
It's not
so
as bad.
Turning around here?
Now we'll turn around right about here.
It wasn't scary. It wasn't.
And pull off here to the shoulder. Wait for our bad guy.
It was like I knew exactly what I was supposed to be doing because you showed me.
All
but
right.
This side is a little dicier.
Yes.
Okay.
And the main thing is the five steps to a pit, right? Number 1 is match the speed. Once you match the speed, you see everything slows down in slow motion. And then you can come in for that smooth initial contact. Once you make that smooth initial contact, it's quarter turn and boom, gas. Once you see that the car's here, you pump the brake, and you saw how he went off to the side, and we're done, and we're off to the races.
Okay.
All right, let's do it again.
Okay, let's go. Driver's side, right?
Yep, driver's side. And you'll see he'll peel off to the right, and you'll see that gas cap. Get on him, stay close, stay close, stay close, closer, closer, closer. Now get off on the side and start working your magic. Get up there. Gas cap, gas cap. Right now, gradually, gas, 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 gas. Missed that one.
Gotta go again, gotta go again. I didn't, you know I did? I pushed brakes, not gas.
Yep.
Because I had my guy, so my brain goes stop. So I have to push the gas. So we'll do a driver's side, one on this side or no?
You want to do driver's side or you want to do another passenger side?
Well, I gotta do the one I messed up.
All right, let's turn around. Either I'll go turn it around, let's go to turn 5, and let's do that driver's side one more time.
So we're gonna go turn around to 5 again? Okay.
Soccer moms that are fucking walking out.
Yeah. Well, so that was what my did you see what I was saying? My brain, because I hit him, said stop. So I stopped instead of gas, because my brain does not say push the gas when you hit something, right? And that's like
that's the training that we're giving the students, right? Because the norm is you don't want to rear end a car, you don't want to drive that close to a car, right? So that's why we give them the training, because the normal driving, you know, the principles, you're like, oh, I'm too close to this car, I'm gonna rear end this car, I'm tapping this car.
And that was the other thing that I had an issue with the 4x4 was that we had to use the brake throttle configuration thing, modulation, and I was not used to that. Okay.
All right, so here we go, remember.
This time.
All right, and here we go, stay tight, stay tight. That's the most important part. Stay close, stay close, stay close.
I'm just scared he's gonna slam on the brakes.
No, don't worry about it.
And like he wouldn't do that to me.
He wouldn't do it, and these vehicles are made for that. All right, so stay tight, stay tight, stay tight. Come over, work your magic. Smooth, gradually get up there, gas cap, get closer. Closer, come over, closer, closer, closer. Gas, 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 brake, brake. Boom, now come over to the side and we're done. Good job.
Yes! We're doing pit maneuvers drivers right now. Oftentimes you'll see these play out when there's an FTY or a failure to yield. So Border Patrol will have some indication that the person driving that vehicle is smuggling humans, maybe smuggling drugs, or has some other criminal history that they're aware of. So when you're in one of these settings, they're trying to get this driver to stop, whether they have something nefarious or illicit in the vehicle, or they have criminal history that Border Patrol's aware of. Okay, hey, that was wild. That was crazy town. Okay.
All right, pit and pin.
Okay.
So now we'll do the pit and pin, which is the same thing. So we'll do 2 pit and pins.
Okay, and what's the difference between a pit and a pit and pin?
The pit and pin, now you saw how we pitted the vehicle and it just went off to the side.
Yes.
Now you have 2 agents, right? And they're going to do the pit and pin. Now,
you know, so you guys are doing tandem enforcement.
Yes. You know how you said, well, how does the bad guy vehicle stop? Can he?
Okay, you ready now for the pit and pin? Yeah, boy.
All right, stand by a little bit. I'm explaining back here, so I'll let you guys know here in a little bit, and we'll be ready to rock and roll for pit and pin. All right, so you know how you said, what happens to that vehicle? Can he just take off? Can he? Right? Because you saw it just slides out. Can he put it in drive and take off? Well, now we're gonna pin him, right? So he's gonna spin out, right? He's gonna spin off to the side, whichever side he goes. He turns around because he's doing the pit, so he does his teardrop turn, comes around. Then we're gonna come in, we're gonna be the first ones there. And let's say this is the bad guy vehicle. He ended up like this. We're gonna come in and pin him in this way. So if he tries to go forwards and backwards, he can't go anywhere. And then from there, we give the commands, we draw our weapons, get him out of the vehicle and do what we need to do, but we pinned him in so he doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
And this one takes a little bit of precision because there's 2 of us. So we got to give commands. So he's going to give the commands. He's going to get on the radio. He's going to let everybody know, all units prepare for a pit and pin on my command of execute, because we're working in a team. We need to know. So he's going to say that. So now we're getting ready. As soon as he says execute, that's going to happen. We slow down to give him room to work in case bad guy slams on his brakes and they collide. We're not part of that collision.
You saying the last thing didn't require precision, sir?
It did, but this one a little bit more because there's 2 of us working at the same time.
Okay.
All righty, Gungo. And team, whenever you guys are ready, pit and pin, passenger side. So here we go. He'll give his command.
All units prepare for a pit and pin on my command of execute.
So we give him room to work. We give him room
So
to
at
work.
this point, either you guys are together on the stop, or you've now come in as supplement, right?
Yep. He asks for backup, and we're trying to pull him over. We give him room to work. Boom, he does his thing. At this point, I start getting ready for the stop, right? Take my seatbelt off, right? Come in close, right? Open my door.
Driver, let me see your hands. Put your hands up. Put your hands up, driver. Don't move.
And we'll give him time to get his photo shoot.
Wow. That's it. So yeah, so you've got him quite literally boxed in. He can't go anywhere.
Nope. So we pinned him in. As you can see, we pinned him in. So if he was to put it in drive and try and go, he ain't going anywhere.
Can't go anywhere. So at that point, if he won't get out of the vehicle, you guys will use force or whatever you have to.
Yes, the situation will dictate.
Now we're getting in the bad guy's vehicle. We are going to be in the vehicle that is getting pitted and pinned. So what they're going to do is they're going to conduct that maneuver where they're going to come in from the side. They're going to kind of quick turn towards our vehicle, make that vehicle kind of spin out, pit out, and then they're going to kind of trap us so that we're not able to escape, and they're able to make that arrest.
Come in.
That's what I would
Equate it to, yeah.
I would equate it to you're jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. Like, let's get in a car accident really quick, shall we? That was wild. What a wild experience. So they just pitted us, which the car obviously turns in a nearly 360-degree angle so that Border Patrol and law enforcement can get kind of the upper hand in a pursuit or a failure to yield. And that policy went away under the Biden administration, and now it's back. Woo! Right now we are on the 4x4 course. It's one of the only academies that has such an extensive 4x4 course, and we're gonna go do some day one stuff. He's been talking about this brake throttle modulation. We're gonna learn how to do that. I'm making it my mission.
Get right into him.
I don't take it from the side?
No, go straight right into him.
Really? What happens if I go straight right into him?
You'll be fine. Like
Why?
That, like that is perfect.
I feel like
so
you're...
get both tires on both sides. There we go.
Oh, I feel like you're
So
setting
slow
me
down,
up for a
slow
loss.
down. There we go. First barrier. Now go ahead and hit the brake all the way down.
Okay, brake all the way down.
Brake all the way down.
Now, do I hit it with my left foot?
No, feet are the same.
Okay.
So left foot on the brake,
Yes.
all the way down.
But left foot on the brake, right? And then I'm
Use
doing,
both
doing the gas with
Correct.
this.
So try to maintain the gas around 1500 or so. Just like that. You hear that sound? That's the sound you want to kind of keep going, constant. Now slowly release the brake. Keep going.
Okay, it's not doing nothing. Oh,
It doesn't until it does. Oh, easy. So you got to try and control that
okay.
and do the same thing. So now you kind of know where it's at. You kind of know the release point. Just like that. Keep the accelerator the same. And you're controlling your actual movements now using the brake. Just like
Get
that was
out
good.
of
That was
here! Wait a second, that's nutso. Okay, sorry guys, you're coming along with for the ride.
good. Hey, it's
for
day
real.
one. It's expected. Just like that. Try and keep
Whoa,
maintain.
okay.
Yes, yeah. We gotta get off this obstacle at some point, right?
Yeah.
Without damaging the vehicle or hurting ourselves. That was very good. See how smooth that is? That's quite smooth. Just like that.
Look at how good we did on that one. Hey!
First try. First try.
Wowzers. Okay.
So
you
back
guys,
to normal driving. Foot off the brake. Day one.
Day one. We can do it.
Over here.
We can do some border patrolling.
So now this is all manual control, right? It's not the car receiving the signal that the brake is all the way and then the gas no.
No.
Now where am I going? To
Let's go to these big ones.
the round
I think
ones?
you're ready for the big ones.
The round ones?
Yep. Make a little left here. Come around. And same thing. These are the biggest of
And
the
now
day
do I
ones.
go at them from a side
I
a
would.
little bit?
I would.
Yeah, we don't want to go. We don't want to go full.
Correct.
Full tilt.
Yes.
Okay.
So same thing. Get to the first obstacle. Make sure you get that.
And we gotta engage,
Mhm.
right?
Right about there. There it is.
Okay.
Brake all the way down.
Brake all the way down.
Increase those RPMs up.
So I'm only at 2. That's a 1500, right?
Yep, you're perfect. I do it more by sound now. So go ahead and release it. Find that point. Nice and smooth. You see how smooth that was?
Yeah. Woo!
Ooh, careful.
Okay.
There we go. Creepy crawly. That's it.
Whoa, sorry guys, that one was a creepy crawly.
Ooh.
Oh,
Poop.
shoot. Poop. Okay. How come it's hitting so hard?
Because you're letting the throttle off. You're kind of missing your balance there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Why was I hitting it so hard there?
Because you're taking the foot off the gas, so it's making it brake more and then making it jump forward.
Oh,
Yeah, so you have to maintain
okay.
the accelerator and then use a brake to control.
Okay. That's what I was doing. I was definitely letting my foot off the accelerator. Okay. Any other ones I need to try?
That's it.
Okay. We did okay.
I think
Those
so.
ones were much harder.
Yes.
And we cursed.
Yes.
Megan, bleep that out. They're going to be like, oh my God, Allie, always. This was fantastic. Thank you so much for showing us that.
Driving for them starts around the 50th day. So these guys definitely have classes every day. And they're not just, there's daytime and then there's some nighttime driving too.
So they're not driving until for 50 days in to the 6-month academy?
Actual driving. They get introduced to some other stuff regarding vehicles, but not until, I want to say 50 some days into it. That's when they start actually going through some of the stuff you just experienced.
And we just experienced some off-roading, ATV.
So you started with the
4x4,
offensive driving techniques.
Offensive driving. Okay, so that's the pit maneuvers,
Correct.
right? So let's go into that. Let's get into the pit maneuvers because that was something that was kind of considered controversial under the previous administration. You guys essentially lacked the authority to conduct those maneuvers. It was kind of like, hey, stop doing pit maneuvers. We don't want to see that happening. Now you guys are able to do it again. Why is it important to be able to pit maneuver in these FTYs, in these scenarios you guys are seeing on a daily basis?
So I think it's important simply to hold the criminal accountable. I mean, anytime somebody breaks the law and you're allowed, obviously, to pull over a vehicle based on whether it's reasonable suspicion or if you have the probable cause to pull it over, and if that vehicle doesn't stop, imagine just letting it go. Now, in some cases, it might be the most practical thing to do, but in other cases, it's not. I think it was May 2023 when our pursuit policy changed, and we pretty much restricted us from pursuing vehicles or getting into what they call anytime any vehicle didn't stop and we had to get into a pursuit, they're all terminated. Now, January 2025, administration change led to the commissioner's office sent out a memo pretty much reinstating the old policy, updating it, and here recently we ramped it up. We have another challenge here at the Academy. I think we have, I want to say a little bit over 2,000 agents in the field, if I correctly, probably 2,300, that we have to bring up to speed with this training. So not only are we training every new class that's here, we also have to go backwards and start training those that never got trained.
So how do you do that? Do you bring instructors to them? Do you bring them to the academy? How do you kind of make up for lost time there?
It's all about planning. You know, as long as you have the authority and you got the money, and you plan and you execute that plan, and then we make it happen here at the Academy.
So you said you ramped up the pursuit policy, if you will, enacting it here. What does that mean when you say you ramped up those procedures?
Well, once let's say the commissioner's office put out that memo, Border Patrol, once our chief said we're implementing this policy, we went back to the old one. We immediately, I want to say it was February of 2025 when we started implementing ODT training all over again, offensive driving techniques.
Now, what was the sentiment from agents, from students that are going through the academy when they learned they're going to be pitting again, they're going to be doing these offensive driving techniques, and pursuits are back on the table? What's the kind of reaction from agents?
So there was a lot of excitement from agents, and then I'm not sure about the trainee, for example, that came in. I don't think they know better, but I know the agents in the field for sure were excited that we're bringing it back and now it was authorized.
And I don't mean to put words in your mouth, but they're excited because they're not letting people go.
Exactly. Again, it's all about holding criminals accountable and not letting them go. You know, it's just bad business for us when we let people go.
So when you're out here on these courses and you're watching the trainees go through these scenarios, what's going through your mind? Are you proud? Are you concerned? Are you excited? Like, what do you think of when you see these people doing well or doing it not so well and they need more training? What do you feel like in your position here at the Academy?
My position, I think, so I'm extremely proud of the type of instructors we have here. I think we have highly trained instructors that do an excellent job. One, I take it personal. I believe when it comes to training the new agent, it's our responsibility to bring them the highest level of training and send them to the field as prepared as possible. I mean, we want them to hit the ground running because those agents will be our backup when we go back to the field and leave this place. People are always rotating the academy, so.
So what's the danger? What's the concern if an agent doesn't get the highest level of training, doesn't meet that standard, but they pass anyways? What is the risk to America if an agent's out there not knowing what they're doing?
I think if there's ever a lack of training, it's all contributing towards the lack of either safety of the American people and us, like your backup, your own people that you're backing up. So it's not ideal for anybody not to get highly trained, in my opinion. Not in this type of job. There's very little room for error, if you know what I'm saying. We get put in different scenarios where you have less than a second to make a decision, and unfortunately, you know, we can't get it wrong. So training is extremely important, and everything starts here. So if we train them right and we do the best we can do with them here, Then they continue their training on the job with experience and eventually should be molded into an experienced agent. That leads to less, I don't want to say mistakes, but just less issues overall when it comes to the way you operate.
Because when you're going out there every day, you assume and you know that they went through the academy, that they got that proper and adequate training, and they're going to be able to have your back, and they're going to have the mission of honor first, and they're going to be doing what you know, and that comes from you putting your faith behind the academy and behind Border Patrol.
So everything's repetition, right? You train here and you do something a lot of times. When you get out to the field, then it's experience. You're doing things in real time. It's you're on the job now, and you're not doing the same thing over and over anymore. So whenever you experience anything you might have seen at training, you're automatically going to go back to muscle memory, which whatever you know how to do is what you're going to do, and however you react is based on what you know.
And you want people to know what they know from this spot, because it's good knowledge.
If I'm the citizen, I'm an American citizen, I want my agents to always react accordingly. And if I'm an agent working with another agent, I want my partner to react accordingly and watch my back.
Now, obviously, you guys are in the hiring phase right now. You guys need some more agents. A reconciliation bill calls for an additional 3,000 on top of the ones you guys already need to just kind of retain, whatever that might be, that are already in place. Do you think you'll get those numbers? Do you think that you guys will be successful, that you'll be able to staff that you have enough people that want to do this job?
I think we have to look at everything. I am confident that we can get there with the amount of applicants that we have now. Now, it's going to take time, though, in my opinion. If we continue growing the way we're growing, we will get there. It's a matter of time. Now, I know the Border Patrol, along with CBP as a whole, OTD, we're always looking at the process and looking to improve the process so it can be more efficient and we can get more trainees to get through the academy, graduate them, and send them to the field. So I would be guessing if I tell you how long it would take.
What are you most proud of when it comes to Border Patrol, when it comes to the academy, the training of these guys, these men and women that are on the front lines of our nation's security? What are you most proud of?
I'm proud. One, I want to say our mission. Just think about this. We are the agents that I don't think a lot of people know what we do. We are trained to, one, detect anything that crosses the U.S., just the border in general, and let's talk about the southwest border, the U.S.-Mexico border. Now, not only have to detect, and that can be through technology or us detecting some sort of foot sign, but once you detect something, sometimes you know what it is and sometimes you don't. But people have no idea that sometimes that leads to, it could be just alien traffic, or next thing you know, it's aliens with drugs, or a terrorist. You just don't know, and that's I want to say the most difficult part of our job. Like anytime we detect something and we try to resolve anything, it's always the unknown that keeps you on your toes. And what I'm proud of is I think we do a lot of work that no one knows about, and yet we don't care. We don't do it for the kudos. We do it because we love keeping this country safe.
Why did you join the patrol in the first place? Why are you here?
Sure, great question, ma'am. Previous military, I had the opportunity to talk to some individuals who were already in the Border Patrol, specifically within SOG. And honestly, everything they told me, it sounded like a wonderful organization. Coming from a border town in El Paso, obviously there's a piece of me that wants to kind of protect the border. I've seen the differences that different presidents can have on the border. And so that affected me personally. Again, from El Paso, I'm a little closer to home. I can bring my skills from the military straight from there to here, and they're applicable. And lastly, just having only been in for 4.5 months, it's really I've come to see how fortuitous of an opportunity being in Border Patrol is. There's something for everybody. It's a supportive organization. Again, there's something for everybody. It seems like a wonderful organization. I'm lucky to be here.
What branch of the military were you with?
I was in the Army for 11 years, ma'am.
Thank you for your service. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
When it comes to these different opportunities that are here within Border Patrol, you mentioned SOG. Is there a special operation that you would like to be part of? What's the goal? Once you're out in July and you get to hit the ground running, obviously you're going to have to do some time somewhere else first.
Yes, ma'am.
But what do you have your eyes set on here for the goal at Border Patrol?
Sure. Understanding, of course, that I'm a trainee coming in brand new, my experience doesn't mean much. My ultimate goal here in the Border Patrol is to make my way over to BORTAC. I'd like to say I know much about them. The fact is I don't, but I know it's similar to what I did in the military, and that's my goal. My eyes on the prize, and I'm excited for the opportunity to even give it a shot.
So I got to go through a little bit of your training, an iota, a fraction
Yes, ma'am.
of what you guys do, from the pit maneuvers to the 4x4 to the new red dot sights that you're able to use.
Yes, ma'am.
What has been the most impactful thing that you've learned here at the Academy over the last 4 months?
So honestly, I've been incredibly impressed with the training up to this point. Specifically speaking, I'd say it's the scenario, the real live scenario where we have real role players providing feedback, both in English and Spanish. Whether it's in a tactical setting or a driving setting, I think that live reactionary instance provides a lot of feedback for younger kids who have less experience. And even with my experience, I find it to be extremely helpful. So honestly, I have nothing to say bad about the Academy. I think it's run wonderfully, and I'm having a wonderful time here.
2 more months. What do you hope to learn? What haven't you learned that you will be in the coming weeks?
Sure, we actually get tased next week. I can't say I'm excited about it.
You get tased, you said.
Yeah, but it's certainly a hurdle that you get over, and it's something that you can say, hey, I've done it and I've knocked it out. Honestly, I like and I love watching my group of guys with me grow, from who they were at the very beginning to who they are now. So just every day, everyone gains a little bit more confidence, and it's fun to grow as a team, man.
11 years. You were a Green Beret. Okay,
yes,
talk
ma'am.
to me a little bit about your experience.
As a Green Beret, ma'am?
Yes.
I mean, nothing bad to say about it. It's just time for a transition, and I think Border Patrol gives me more of an opportunity to focus on family, at least have my family more centered around my in-laws and my family. So again, as I mentioned earlier, being special operations and coming over to Border Patrol, and my ultimate goal being BORTAC, I think it'll be a good fit. And
what was the transition like? Was it pretty seamless going from military to a paramilitary academy and setting?
I'd say so, ma'am. I think military is always going to be a little more difficult as far as the discipline. But certainly all the experiences and the knowledge I had coming from the military here were applicable, not just to myself, but again, for my classmates. But again, the entire process has been seamless. Nothing but support from everyone.
Do you know what station you're going to be going to yet?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be going to El Paso Sector, Santa Teresa Station.
So you're going to be going home.
Yes.
That's kind of rare. I know that
Yeah.
that's prioritized oftentimes within the agency. They want you guys to be able to get home. What does it mean for you? I mean, you spent 11 years in the Army. Obviously, you weren't home.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're in Border Patrol. There was a chance that you wouldn't get close to home. And now you get to go home. What does that mean to you?
Yes, ma'am. When I applied, honestly, I was willing to kind of accept any station that was offered to me. So again, I'm extremely blessed. My family's extremely blessed to be going home, and that means I can be busy, and I know my wife will have the support of her family in El Paso. So it's just a wonderful experience so far here in the Border Patrol.
Congratulations.
I appreciate you, ma'am.
That's awesome.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.